Giancarlo Stanton just signed the richest contract in the history of sports, and he's a complete moron for doing so. So how can I call someone who just signed a 13-year, $325 million contract with the Miami Marlins a complete moron? Well, that's easy. I just say he's a moron. But let me explain why. By now, you've probably heard or read that Giancarlo Stanton's contract is heavily backloaded. What does that mean? Which means that over the first 6 years, Stanton will be making $107 million. But in the second half of the contract, Stanton will be making $218 million. Oh, and by the way, I can personally guarantee that Stanton's gonna opt out after those first 6 years, because there's 3 scenarios that will potentially happen in 2020. The Marlins suck, and Stanton wants to go play for a team that actually wants to win. The Marlins suck, and they're in the middle of a fire sale, and they're selling any asset that they have. The Marlins suck, and guess what? The Yankees, Red Sox, Cubs, and Angels all will offer more money for the same amount of years remaining on that contract. But let's get back to the first 6 years and $107 million. And let me give you a little comparison. So Stanton and current and reigning and brand new AL MVP Mike Trout are very similar. They're similar in statistics, they're similar in age. Trout won the AL MVP and Stanton was in second place for the NL MVP this past season. But over the next 6 years, Mike Trout will make $37 million more. And here's the giant kick in the balls. Bro, that back end of that deal is not that good either. The most Stanton will make in any year of his contract is $32 million. And that's going to be happening in year 9 of the contract. Do you know if Stanton made $32 million next year, he still wouldn't be the highest paid player in baseball? Oh, and if you haven't been paying attention, baseball salaries increase every year. So $32 million for 9 years from now probably wouldn't even put him in the top 10 or top 15 highest paid players for that season. Proof? 9 years ago, in 2006, the highest salary for that season was Alex Rodriguez at $22 million. Here is the only way that that contract ends up being a good thing for Giancarlo Stanton. If he absolutely sucks for the rest of ever. So why does Stanton sign this deal? It can't be for the money, because he would have made more money if he stuck with arbitration and then signed his first free agent contract. It can't be for the sports fans of Miami, because we all know they're the worst. Really? You're gonna argue with me on that? You're gonna argue? You're gonna argue. There's only 2 possible reasons why Stanton would sign this contract. 1, he became the first person in the entire world to actually believe Marlins owner Jeffrey Lurie and the fact that he's going to invest in the team and wants to become a winner and wants to change things around. Does anyone believe that? And if Stanton believes that, he's a moron. So the only other possible reason is that Giancarlo Stanton signed this contract for his ego. He wanted to be known as the first $300 million man. Ha 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 ha. Money, 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 money. I need Virgil to count my money. I shouldn't be counting my money if I'm the $1 million man. And for signing a contract that makes him now known as the wealthiest player in all of sports, will actually give him less money over the course of his career. And doing it for your ego makes you a moron. Money, 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 money. Everyone's got a price. Ding, do, 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 do.